Take care of these 5 nutrients and your health will thank you. In this video, I'll tell you about the 5 best nutrients in the world. Those you can't miss, those you absolutely can't ignore, that cause serious harm and consequences to your health, that lead to diseases if you have a deficiency. A lack of these nutrients I'll discuss here. So pay close attention because most people have a deficiency in one or more of these. They're extremely common. The first essential nutrient is actually a macronutrient, protein. But why are proteins so important? If you follow a low-fat or low-carb diet, your body can adapt. However, if you go on a low-protein diet, your body will suffer greatly. Why? You'll lose muscle mass and lean body mass. Losing lean mass not only leads to various diseases, but also slows down your metabolism. Your resting energy expenditure drops, causing more fat gain and worsening your overall health. It also increases the risk of sarcopenia, which is the reduction of muscle mass. So how much protein do I need daily? At least 0.8 to 1 gram per kilogram of body weight. For example, if you weigh 100 kilos, you need 80 to 100 grams of protein daily. But I heard active people and gym goers might need more. Yes, that's correct. It varies individually, sometimes up to 1.4 grams per kilo. For some athletes, it might be even slightly higher, but at least 0.8 to 1 gram per kilo of body weight daily. So for a 100 kilo person, that's 80 to 100 grams of protein daily. How do I get that much? You'll need to get it from your diet. Just to give you an idea, an egg has about 6 to 7 grams of protein. A glass of milk, 200 milliliters, also has 6 to 7 grams of protein. A small chicken breast has about 27 grams of protein. I'm talking about a portion size of 100 grams. A liver steak, 100 grams, has 30 to 32 grams of protein. So, you'll need to balance your diet accordingly. A nutritionist can calculate exactly how much protein you need. As a doctor specializing in metabolism, I'm sharing this info. As an endocrinologist, I feel obligated to stress protein importance. If you're over 50, you may have heard protein harms kidneys. This was believed decades ago, but the idea persists. We now know that this is completely false. Even with kidney issues, you need a minimum protein intake. What you can't do is consume excess protein. Like any excess, it can be harmful. Even with chronic kidney disease, you need some protein. This actually reduces the risk of death. So it's crucial to consider protein intake. The second key nutrient is vitamin B. B12 is vital for blood cells and nervous system function. B12 deficiency can even lead to dementia, which is significant, and it's also a cause of anemia. This anemia, with low red cell count, reduced hemoglobin, and hematocrit, has a distinct feature. Red blood cells can become larger. A blood test clue is MCV, mean corpuscular volume, which can exceed 100, called macrocytosis. These large cells can't oxygenate blood as effectively as they should, so it's vital for blood cell formation, memory, and central nervous system health. One of the key signs of vitamin B12 deficiency is tingling, as it affects neurons. You experience decreased sensitivity, known as paresthesia. It's a very noticeable symptom. In fact, some people get diagnosed based on this symptom I'm describing. Other changes can occur, like affecting your tongue, causing what we call macroglossia. The tongue may enlarge and the papilla can change. So, keep an eye out for these signs, okay? Vitamin B. Who's at highest risk for vitamin B12 deficiency? Those taking certain meds like pantoprazole, omeprazole, or esomeprazole, which affect stomach acid. Who here takes metformin? As an endocrinologist, I prescribe metformin often. I'm not against any medication, including pantoprazole or even metformin. I'm advising here, if you use it, you need to be aware and talk to your doctor about vitamin B12 deficiency. Get tested to see if you're deficient. People who don't eat animal products are also at risk. Those with stomach issues or who've had bariatric surgery are at risk too. Some people can't produce an acid crucial for absorbing vitamin B, so you need to get checked for that as well. Those with autoimmune diseases, type 1 diabetes, or hematoid athletes are at risk too, as they may have pernicious anemia, where the body can't produce the factor needed to absorb vitamin B. Another crucial point, a study found that about 20% of people may have vitamin B12 deficiency. Oh, the elderly too, as over time the stomach loses its ability to secrete this acid. It's a crucial public health issue, as many people overlook the importance of vitamin B. But how do I get vitamin B? First, the main source of vitamin B12 is animal-based foods. So, milk, meat, and seafood are good sources. You can get some B12 from seeds, but it's not the main source. Animal products remain the primary source of B. That's why vegans are in a higher risk group. Remember what I mentioned earlier? Yes, vegans may be at higher risk depending on their diet. Can I eat meat daily and still be B12 deficient? Yes, you can. Remember I mentioned it's related to acid? You might eat B12, but your body may not absorb it. That's another cause. Besides poor absorption or intake, you may need more B12 at times. What's an example? Pregnancy. So, vitamin B12 is our second most important nutrient. Number 3, the third best nutrient in the world. But before I tell you what it is, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like it. It's crucial for the video to be shared. I'm aiming for 25,000 likes. You've seen how common these deficiencies are. There are still 3 more vitamins, 3 nutrients left to discuss. If you can help by liking, more people can access this information. And number 3, the third most important nutrient in the world is iron. Iron deficiency is the main cause of anemia. What are the symptoms of anemia? Fatigue, shortness of breath, decreased physical fitness, and difficulty doing activities. If left untreated, anemia can lead to severe consequences, including heart problems. Besides the common symptom of paleness, which people often associate with anemia, there are more serious symptoms, as I mentioned, even affecting the heart. Iron is crucial for thyroid hormone function, allowing proper hormone production. So we must consider iron levels, as iron deficiency is the main cause of anemia. Remember I said B12 deficiency causes red blood cells to enlarge? Iron deficiency has a distinct feature. Red blood cells become small, called microcytosis. Their volume is usually below 80, sometimes even less than 70. That's why it's crucial to pay attention to iron levels. How can I get iron? Also, animal-based foods like red meat, seafood, and liver are great iron sources. Ever heard a relative say eating liver is healthy? Everyone's heard that, so it must be true. Liver is rich in iron, but it's not the only source. Of course, legumes like lentils and beans are also good sources of iron. It's crucial to consider iron intake and maintain a balanced diet to avoid all these potential consequences. I've purposely listed number 4 right after iron because you need another nutrient to absorb iron, vitamin C. Without vitamin C, iron absorption is hindered. This is a common mistake I see. People eat iron-rich foods but forget to include a source of vitamin C. This powerful antioxidant helps our body fight free radicals and has the interesting function of aiding iron absorption. So, the 4th best nutrient in the world is vitamin C. It's involved in many bodily reactions like boosting collagen production, various enzymatic reactions that benefit our health, so we must consume vitamin C sources. I'll give a classic example. Citrus fruits like lemons, oranges. Is that why the nutritionist told me to eat an orange slice after meals? Yes, it boosts vitamin C absorption and fights free radicals. What do free radicals cause? Diseases like cancer. Vitamin C can prevent cancer, but can it treat it? That's different. Vitamin C is for prevention. Treatment is another story. It may help, but it's far from being able to cure cancer. Be careful with info you find online, got it? And number 5 is vitamin D. Why did I put vitamin D last? To grab your attention. A study found vitamin D deficiency can reach 85% in the South. What about vitamin D? How do you get vitamin D? What does it do in our body? Vitamin D plays a crucial role in calcium absorption. Without vitamin D, you can't absorb calcium. Calcium could be on our list too, okay? Since I had to list 5, I'm including vitamin D. You can eat calcium, take supplements, but without vitamin D, you won't absorb it. Vitamin D also helps with immunity, for example. It has roles still being discovered, like antioxidants, fighting free radicals, and helping with autoimmune diseases. Many articles about vitamin D are emerging, but I'll focus on its role in bone health. How do you get vitamin D? Are there foods that are sources of vitamin D? Is that true or false? It's true, okay? Seafood and dairy, for example. You can get some vitamin D from food, but to absorb it, you need a crucial factor, Sunlight. It's the sun doctors warn about from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It depends on your skin type. 15, 20 minutes of sun 4 times a week with 60% body exposure is enough for many. Still, you should get a vitamin D test to check your levels. Some people struggle to absorb vitamin D from sunlight and need to supplement. There's ongoing debate about these values. As of this recording, for those without risk factors like osteoporosis or autoimmune diseases and who aren't elderly, a level above 20 is considered adequate. For at-risk groups like those with bone issues or autoimmune thyroid conditions, levels should be above 30. Got it? But I heard a doctor say vitamin D should be above 80. Be cautious of that advice. Why? Vitamin D levels over 100 can be toxic to your body, okay? It can significantly raise calcium, potentially causing severe hypercalcemia. So it's not just about taking more vitamin D. Higher isn't always better. Be very careful with information. I've personally seen 2 cases of vitamin D poisoning. It's serious when advice tells you to take supplements without any monitoring, okay? Talk to your doctor or nutritionist about vitamin D dosage if needed. Don't just start taking it. That's not how you truly care for your health. Those were the 5 nutrients. If you like this, I'll do part 2 with 5 more crucial nutrients to watch out for. Now, I want a rating from 0 to 10. What score would you give this video? If it's 10, I'll make more like this and do part 2. Also, comment which city you're from. I'm from Porto Alegre. Which part of the world are you from? Now I have a suggestion for you. It's a video about coffee. Does coffee hinder nutrient absorption, or does coffee help? There are 13 coffee facts you should know. In that video, you'll find lots of important info. Whether you drink coffee or not, it'll be useful for your health. Take care. See you next time.